Hello everyone. Symbiotic federalism is an article that has come out in the editorial section of EPW for the month of September. I'll briefly go through it in a skeletal kind of a way and try to make some points out of it. So it basically says, so the central governments are nowadays having full majority. What is happening as a result of that? They're getting stronger, and center is stronger, and they're asserting that their strength on the states and that's a violation of what? Federalism, right? So what is federalism? What does it expect? Federalism, it expects that the central government would be fair with the states. Central government would be fair with all state governments without any discrimination. But is it happening? No. So how is it creating uh, this assertion, this violation of federalism? Well, it can do it in two ways. One, through the governor, and a direct consequence is that the governor tells the president that president's rule needs to be implemented, right? The author basically gives various examples, mostly political examples, where while they have shown fairness towards states with the same party as in the center, there has been an alleged lack of fairness with respect to parties in the opposition in the center who are in power in the states, in some states. Now, we will not get into that kind of argument because we are preparing for an exam, and it's not a political uh, arena for debate. We are going to suggest some ways by which federalism can be maintained under a scenario where there is full majority in the center. The author comes up with something called symmetrical federalism. which is basically the center and the states share power in order to achieve the aspirations of the people, right? The central government, state government, and central government, oops, they share power to achieve the aspirations of the people. So this symmetry is not political or ethnic linguistic, okay, because achieving symmetry in the political sense would mean establishing a power of a particular party across the states using fair means of foul. But there's another disadvantage of symmetric federalism. When couched in the narrow political interest of installing state governments with the same party identity, uh, it renders the principle of fairness and associated form of sensitive federalism vulnerable to an authoritative top-down approach. And then the center begins to overdetermine the center-state relationship. So it is counterproductive. What we are suggesting is to go beyond both asymmetric and symmetric forms of federalism. So what we are suggesting is that we should go to something called symbiotic federalism, right? And what does symbiotic federalism do? It is not the mere coexistence of the state with the center, not mere coexistence of state with center, then what is it? It says it should not be confined to the within the bounds of cooperative processes of sharing resources. Okay, so because in the process of cooperating, one cannot eliminate the element that subtly dominates the process that is seemingly cooperative, right? So it goes beyond the bounds of cooperative federalism. In other words, because in cooperative federalism the person cooperating more would be subtly dominated. So this is a bound and it goes beyond this bound, right? So we have to go to some place where the federal democracy should not replace the central government. And at the same time, the central government should not replace the state government. So there has to be a symbiosis, right? So what is this symbiosis? It means that they grow together and not at the cost of each other. Grow together, not at the cost of each other. So I think that's basically what the article says. So I think it's a good place to stop.